Hello everyone and welcome to the long-awaited LA Noire playthrough for the PlayStation 3.
It's here finally.
This has been one we've been wanting to do for a very, very long time.
No, we're not resuming.
It's a personal favourite of both mine and George's.
Yeah, lots to talk about, lots to do.
This
is the complete edition, we should say from the start.
So we've got all the DLC.
The cases are kind of entwined with the original game, so you won't really notice that they're there or not there. So you'll have to point out which one's which.
Yeah, we will.
Because I don't know.
Oh, that's all right, I do.
I've never played the complete edition cases, so...
I'll try and keep it, we're trying to keep it as immersive as we possibly can. Okay. So if you just want to hit start there, we'll
so yes, start. Finally I am holding the controller!
George will be playing for the tutorial and then we'll be taking it in turns pretty much.
Yeah, I haven't played this for a bit, so I'm just going to use this as a bit of a warm-up, so my performance will improve.
So this is LA Noire. This takes place in the big Sleazy, LA, 1947. Developed by Rockstar, Team Bondi. We're going to get into the politics of that later on because there's an interesting production cycle for this.
Okay.
And this is one of probably the most ambitious games I've ever seen. It recreates the whole of 1940s LA, which is a whole state.
Yep.
It's
really massive.
It kind of suffers in some places, but we'll get into conclusions at the end of the game. That was our protagonist, Cole Phelps. And there's it's kind of an interesting way. This is all foreshadowing stuff later on in the story, which honestly we kind of forget when you get to the end. You forget all this stuff.
Yeah. It's a fairly long game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be, I'd say, about 50 parts. I reckon there's a lot of stuff to do. We won't be doing 100%. I should probably point that out now.
Nope, because that's not going to go very well.
Besides doing all the cases, we're going to try and do the cases as well as we can. What I mean by that is we're not going to be seeing all the locations and we're not going to be getting all the golden film reels because that stuff's interesting, but it's not relevant to the story. We're going to keep...
I know that a lot of times. It'll be a very long playthrough otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be quite...
It's long enough as it is, especially with the complete edition. We've got more cases now.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of stuff to get into in terms of the culture and the politics of the 1940s LA, and so this is a noir story, as told by the title.
Yep.
And noir, I've got to say, is one of my favourite genres of film. I fucking love noir. It just has a style unto itself. It has a grit and an energy that a lot of films struggle to get. And I think up there with the superhero genre is probably my favourite.
Yeah, it was a pretty big movement at the time.
And it was done mostly out of a necessity for... Basically, after World War II, people didn't have a lot of money and there weren't a lot of actors left. So it was basically make as low budget a thing as we can and do it as well as we can.
The Marine Corps.
That's it. And then this game kind of takes a lot of things from that.
You know what you're fighting for, and then you're on the same.
Oh yes. It's tense.
Dealing with corruption is like.
Because otherwise their ears are going to bleed.
You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad.
Okay. That's probably sounds a bit better now.
This game takes a lot of the classic things from that kind of genre. As seen just by the titles, it's exactly what you'd see.
It's they're very dramatic.
You can even play these games in this game in black and white.
We might do one case like that later, but we'll save it for now because I think this game looks better in colour, personally.
Oh yeah, but good old Technicolor. Right, let's go.
Right, let's go. So this first case is just traffic, so we're a beat cop.
So that's that. You're going to be in the standard Rockstar kind of driving style, big and bulky and very hard to control properly.
I haven't played.
Even worse.
I haven't played this in a while, so I can't remember what it's like to control.
Awful, awful, awful.
Do you reckon the audio's alright on that? I can turn it up.
You might have to, because basically it says there's none. You might want to turn up a bit now, just in case. Just so you can see something on the meters. There you go.
Right, this is Rusty and Floyd Rose. We're going to be seeing Rusty later in Homicide. So basically, a beat cop, George, is someone who basically deals with the public. The later departments, like the famous hat cops, don't deal with the public. They deal with the cases. The beat cops deal with the public. Yeah, it's Floyd Rose. So what we do is basically look around for more evidence, or look around to bag the evidence that there already is,
Yeah.
or just look at. So basically, they'll say there's a gun. Go look for it.
Let's go find Gunny. Yeah, the walking control's a lot better than the driving control. I'll definitely give it that much.
Is it stiff? It looks a bit stiff.
It is a bit, but it's alright. It works.
Look at this jump.
Do you want to grab that newspaper there? We'll be trying to get all the newspaper. Where are you on at the 5th? Are you trying to get? We should probably get all these as well. Yep, just pick it up.
There you go.
Right, this is newspapers. Basically, like it says there. Just press X on it.
Now I'm going to wobble it around a bit.
Woo!
Are we going to watch all of these?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Could I have a word? Of course, young man. I really enjoyed your lecture.
So I just noticed that the facial animation's really bad on these two.
Yeah. My face just look a bit off.
It's a bit rubbery, like Jim Carrey.
Sheldon. Courtney Sheldon.
What Courtney?
What a name.
They fast-tracked me a year. Because of my experience during the war. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, treat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock it.
Now these two characters are going to be important for Endgame, mostly the arson and vice desks. But something I'll praise about this game is the way it deals with its backstory. There is this running story throughout the. That's amazing. There was there is
It'll get much better than that.
I need a gif of that. There's the backstory is all woven through the game, and it is there for you to find it.
If you want to.
If you want to, it does. But if you don't, it makes the story seem a little bit out of left field. If you don't,
Yeah. Yeah, I've kind of played this a couple of times, and I've done it both ways. I've done it once, kind of just not doing anything, just getting straight on with it, and then once kind of doing it, not everything, but more or less everything, and it does add.
I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth.
that was. Thanks for that.
Cool.
Well, but see that glitch then, kind of blurred on his face a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of that as well. This game has a lot of
Glitches.
glitches and...
What have you got, folks? Sorry, Bukowski. Just what's his name? Ralph. That's it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ralph. Just reading this. Just reading this paper.
Yeah, there's that and a lot of like syncing issues.
You can see I saw a little bit of it there. Insta-Heat, we're going to be seeing that a little bit later. Now, what was your first experience with this game? Because I've quite a mixed history with LA Noire.
I think it's probably to do with you. I'm pretty sure you showed me it. I just thought it was really fun when I bought it and played it really quickly.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
There you go. Basically, I saw a trailer for it, and then I watched the playthrough by SGB. I recommend that playthrough of it, by the way. It's really funny. And it kind of inspired me to pick the game up. I borrowed it from someone else, and I finished it, and I really liked it. I haven't played it since then, but I've seen lots of playthroughs of it, and it looks like a really fun game to go through.
Definitely. I just remember from playing it. I think we played a bit of it together for a while.
We recorded it, don't you remember that?
Oh yeah, we tried to, didn't we?
And it kind of fucked up. It's that button on your left.
I know.
There you go. So, even though we're both going to be taking turns playing it, ultimately this is a team experience.
But yeah, we're not going to leave each other in the interrogations because I think we're both as bad as each other at times.
Doubt.
Only some of it will be from memory. My memory won't be very good.
This game is as me malicious as it seems as well.
It's so good.
Now let's talk about a bit about the development, because this game has a really interesting development cycle, probably one of the most infamous. You might have noticed when we were making fun of the faces that a mocap has been used to create it.
Yep.
It was done with very primitive attempts, so they basically just
It's one of
recorded
the first games to do, wasn't it?
this in Heavy Rain, yeah.
Yeah.
They just basically suckered the face and recorded the answers and recorded their facial animations, put them on the characters. Sometimes it works well, Sometimes, if we saw a minute ago on Dr. Fontaine, it looks fucking hilarious.
The worst ones are usually in the interrogations.
We'll see a bit later. There's a really funny one during Homicide that still kills me. No pun intended.
I think I know one.
What is it? It's like Goosebumps. He's got this torch underneath his chin. Phelps, beware. You're in for a scare.
So this is your notebook.
This is basically your guide to everything. It's good.
Quite a nice system, actually. It makes you feel really involved.
It's a good thing that Phelps always has the same notebook.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn. Such a little Boy Scout.
Come on, Ralph. There's a crime.
Let's run. Let's do this.
Gotta solve some crime.
Probably bolting it, isn't it?
We did track in high school.
Whoa, no, this way.
That's something I don't get. He says later that he did track in high school. I'm like, that was like 10 years ago. You haven't done any since then. I know he was in the war, but still. Fuck you, Ralph.
Come on, and you get your shit. Whoa.
Yes, I was gonna just say pull away when he gets to the door. Now go on, let Dunn in. Oh, he doesn't want to get in there. Use the siren. Get in, you mug. Drive off without him. Fuck him.
Where's he going?
What is he? Oh, he's getting in now, I think. Yeah, okay.
Completely
I don't think he's going to make Sergeant.
We've had to send him into the special division. Oh, it's... Ugh. You just see how weird it turns. Nothing. There, turn. It's like a 1 second delay.
To be fair, you are driving a car from the 1940s.
I know, there has to be some of that, but...
It has to be a bit realistic. Something about the car physics as well. The collisions in this game are really funny.
Yeah. I don't need directions.
Yeah, it's on the map, Ralph.
Bends are particularly hard to get around.
They look a bit awkward.
Because it's weird.
Yeah, I heard that. Your clickety
Hang on,
clacks.
watch again though.
Oh god!
Oh, it's similar to GTA. If you're used to the driving style in that.
I feel like GTA is more warranted because those games don't take themselves that seriously.
Oh yeah.
Whereas this game does. Anyway, I was talking about Team Bondi. Anyway, the way they film this is quite interesting. However, apparently it was like a sweatshop.
Oh, nice.
A lot of people dropped out. A lot of people refused to work on the game. It was finished basically, but Rockstar came in to tidy it up, and that's why they got a big credit, even though they did no work. And Team Bondi were basically swept under the rug. This is the only game they ever made. They were going to make another one called Whore of the Orient, which was cancelled, and I was really looking forward to it because it took place in 1920 Shanghai.
Okay.
That sounds
pretty
so
funky.
cool.
Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
Smug prick.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to.
Oh, I own a gun shop.
I was just going to say that.
These babies are only
We should be
available
working for them.
We should be the cops.
Smith & Wesson order book.
Mind if I take a look?
If I guessed.
It's horrifyingly easy to get a gun in this country. Is this how you look for things, by the way? Just use your finger like that?
Yeah. Look at his veiny hands.
He's been lifting.
Oh god, I've forgotten who I'm looking for.
It's the Smith
Pearl-
& Wesson Pearl Grips. It's
Somewhere.
Errol
There you
Schroeder,
go.
that one.
It's so... No! No!
Use the D-pad. Does that work better?
Doesn't
You have
at
to
all.
use the stick. Oh no.
There you go.
There we go. Errol Schroeder.
You're in luck. Errol Schroeder.
The target point is just so thin.
Southwest Street. Ordered the gun in.
Nicely detailed hand, though. I've got to say.
That is a cracking... He just shot his hand in the book.
It's like, I couldn't tell what hand he used to close the book. It's like he used two right hands to close it and to trap his hand in it.
Just a third hand pops out.
That was right. That was Ralph. So I'll close that for you, Dan.
Do we call it in?
Right.
see if he's at
Same
home.
again.
Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
I think sometimes it would be nice if it just kind of auto-assumed that you're going to be going to this place.
I mean, this is an open world game, but if I'm perfectly honest, there's not a lot to see. I mean,
No.
the game is like rigorously detailed, but
It's not like kind of GTA open world where you're going to find things to do. And
you can like do tank shit and that.
yeah, you can't exactly, get up to a level 5 kind of thing. You are the cops, so...
That's the thing as well. It's very much GTA. It's very much GTA with cops. You're the cops.
yeah.
But it also, I would say, it's very restrictive because it's but ultimately a narrative-driven game. It wants you to play the story, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. So it is open world, but if you wouldn't mind, could you just follow this?
Yeah, it is open world, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, actually, do you want to do something? Pause the game. Go on the map. Do you want to zoom out all the way? It's L2, I think. Right, yeah.
Well, I can't zoom out all the way, but
Okay. Then go left. That is our map. That's fucking huge. We won't be seeing the entire thing, unfortunately, but that is basically the state of LA, of California.
All of it.
All that we Oh, hello, Schroeder. Let's go catch a bad guy.
let's do it.
What do you think of Cole Phelps? Who's up? We haven't talked much about him yet.
No, I think we'll kind of learn about him as we go.
But without spoiling anything, do you find him an interesting protagonist?
At times, there's kind of things that we find more about him, and it's kind of cool, but it kind of does feel like it probably could be anyone.
I agree, because I think that's a product of the fact this game's narrative driven, not character driven. The fact that Phelps is in the story doesn't really matter. It could have been anyone, which is why
It could have been any story, same person doing the same thing.
Exactly.
He just does have some funny traits.
I think I've just decided we should do for the rest of the game is always drive to our locations. Never ever let our partner do it, because you get more out of it that way.
Well, I've always done it. It's fun doing it. Might actually start getting better.
Yeah, as well. Like in the SGB playthrough, they went a bit mental with the cars. They were just like swerving everywhere and driving into things. What are you gonna do?
How my driving license?
Oh god! Now it begins.
You can't make it round that turn properly.
It looks very dodgy.
It's this one here.
Stop!
I wasn't even looking.
Saved by the cutscene.
I was just looking at the building.
I just got this idea of them going, ah! Just till it cuts. Right, let's go interrogate L. Schroeder.
Move, car.
Right, Michael Jackson.
I think it's number 2.
Thank you, Mr. Piano Player.
I was right!
Schroeder, apartment 2.
We'll get more into the actual soundtrack later on, but I actually do like the little piano cues.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty
fun.
It feels very distinct, but it doesn't take me out of the game.
There we go. Quick, let's drink his milk.
What do you guys want? I'm Officer Cole Phelps.
He hasn't drunk his milk. Evil!
You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson.
Well, you're clearly the bad guy here.
Pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight.
Put Ralph's hand on the lips. Like, yeah, you tell him, Phelps.
Who works for me? I have that gun here in my drawer.
Yes, you did.
What the fuck is going on?
It's like a sassy black woman.
Yeah.
Schroeder, cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Why, Aaron? Why, Aaron?
That was a very bad...
Beat him up. So is Ralph on the line on the ground over there?
Hang on.
Turn around a little. my hat, you bastard!
Nobody fucked in my hat.
Fucking Ralph laying on the ground over there. Just like one punch, man. Kick his ass. Grapple! Grapple him! It's a bit old fashioned, isn't it? Oh! Yeah! Oh, I should have some Looney Tunes music underneath that.
You alright? I'm fine. I hardly felt it.
Yeah, you were laying on the ground for like 10 minutes. Like, I hardly felt it.
I want my hat.
Fuck you. I love that. Did you hear what he said?
Go on.
I hardly felt it. Like, mate, you were laying on the ground for like 5 minutes. Let's have a look. I don't know if we see any of these people later on.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't remember.
Ralph was like holding his gun gangster style.
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of an interesting thing. This is kind of a
Shiny with a commendation.
This is kind of a small case. He can't find his gun. Does that mean Floyd Rose shot that guy? It's something that never gets answered in the game. I'm just spoiling it now. But I think that's quite an interesting idea if it is true.
Yeah.
It's that's kind of already an indication that where we're going into is quite corrupt, because Floyd Rose is clearly on the take. You shaking me down, Floyd? Oh.
Whoa.
I'm not a fan of the way these cutscenes kind of a bit washy.
It's a bit
but
of a
wavy
strange style.
Wavy was the word I was looking for, not washy.
And a weird like vignetting.
Yeah, that's true. I was trying to think of that word as well.
I think I said it right.
Now, throughout the game, you're going to get all these cutscenes because these are basically flashbacks to Phelps and Kelso's time at war. Might want to turn that off, champ.
Oops.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but
Excuse me. Fuck
Bloody
you.
wife.
You say another word, no
Excuse me, fuck you.
Some of us are here for.
I know why you're here, asswipe.
Oh.
I'm having a bad day.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it came from my Mac, not my
Oh,
phone.
right, so.
So I got my internet on.
Didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this
Damn
guy?
you, Apple.
Who are you two? Abbott and Costello? We're here for OCS.
He made a funny.
The three fucking stooges, and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Low, Larry, Moe, Curly. The three stooges. Oh man, if they had done that, I would have fucking died.
You take the Camp Elliott bus over there.
Bloody
This
hell.
bus is
So basically what they're doing is, for people who are listening to our beautiful voices, there are some buses that are for combat duty. They're going for OCS. So they want to become sergeants. They want to become leaders of men. That's why basically that guy's trying to make he's the drill sergeant. He's trying to make the other men feel good about going to die, basically.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. My time is up.
What? No, you're doing the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing, right.
Yeah, all the tutorial one.
I'm with you.
Here you do.
Okay.
You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right?
That looks really good, actually.
Apart from that bit with the lamppost.
Yeah, I was trying to talk over that. Just trying to have nobody noticed that.
Well, we did. The shadows all just look weird. Look, that one's doing it as
What?
well.
That? Do you see that guy's shadow? He's like detached from his body. He's like he's a vampire. Oh, that looks so much like this, like a moving screen in the background.
Bloody hell.
we'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from 14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Shouldn't do it. Shouldn't Dunn be doing that since Cole is technically driving.
Let the police. They can do what they want.
Right, on the case again.
We're on the move.
As we go through the different desks, obviously, you get different desks. So this one is.
Have you ever noticed? Sorry, what he looks like when you actually turn the wheel? Look.
I've never seen that. Oh, that looks so bad.
His bloody arms.
I mean, I haven't driven cars that often, but even with a steering wheel, you can't turn it that sharply, can you? Oh fuck! We're under
no
fire.
wonder it's so jerky.
Okay. Some guys decided to, with disguise. Some of them decided, fuck it. Right. Here we go. Right, take it slow, for God's sake. Take it fucking slow! Why are you shooting the windows out? Cole, what are you doing? Robert, the Japanese. The Japanese robbed some banks. Where is he?
Forward!
Yeah, why don't you... Oh, there you go.
There we go.
You should move forward a little bit, maybe.
Weapons on the ground, now!
Close. Nice. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Head down. Use the cover, Phelps.
I know he's doing it correctly, but that still looks really goofy.
Take it slow. Back up will be
I thought I was close to the door.
Yeah,
don't I?
yeah. There's quite a few in there, if I remember.
Just getting used to the shooting again.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance. Copper.
You sound like Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Not a chance, Kappa. You fucking stupid. Marky Mark.
That wasn't too bad, to be fair. Well done.
What?
You didn't do too bad there. Well done.
What, my accent? It's fucking teddy bear. I just noticed you've got a bullet wound in your fucking small of your back. It's like, how did you? Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Well, Phelps,
Look how pissed he looks now.
Phelps, that was a close one. Sure was done. There's a guy upstairs. Blind fire. I'm closing my eyes. You did it.
Oh, cool.
I think we got him, Cole.
Oh, one.
Should be all
There you go.
clear.
Get your hat. Where is it?
I don't know. I've lost my hat. I'm pissed now.
Says anytime you ask for the
He looks so weird about his hat.
end up dead or wearing
It's just not right.
So I guess it's okay, Ralph. You did well in there.
I'll get my hat.
It's all forehead.
I couldn't ask for a better partner.
A shovel face.